asked me to post pictures of our goldfish. Laurie and I raise and show fancy goldfish. They're not the dime store goldfish that you probably relate to the word goldfish. See, they're quite different, and they come in various different types as well. Here's a couple of our tanks right here as I come down the stairs. By the way, I'm using our new video camera, so I'm not real good at this yet, so I don't know how good these videos are going to be. Three of our tanks here. These are about 55 gallons. This tall one over in the corner here, only got one in it right now. That one's about 50 gallons. Get into the little bigger tanks. This tank is about 170 gallons. A lot of action as far as air going on in here, so it's a little hard to see. There's some pretty good sized goldfish in here. Let's see if I can get some food to get them to come up. And they'll come up off the bottom if I put some food in there. Fancy goldfish are generally short bodied and deep. Side profile is more round than long like a normal goldfish. When we get over here in our laundry room, we have one of our big tanks. This tank is 700 gallons. When we first built it, I built a little platform here, and we have a couple bar stools that we can sit here and watch the fish if we'd like. A lot of this that you're seeing is the filtration system for it. I have a little workbench that I build up here. It's actually on top of our sanitary sink in the basement here. And I can test the water and mix medications, that sort of thing. Right now it's just a place to set the food. And we have koi in this tank right now. We also raise and show koi. We don't breed koi. We leave that to the Japanese, who are the experts on it. But this is one of our tanks with koi. This little guy, although he's about 4 or 5 years old, is not very big. He's only about, I think, 16, 17 inches maybe. Maybe not even that big. But he won an award, a Judge's Choice Award at a show in Minnesota that we are very proud of. It's our favorite award of any of them that we've won. It's a Japanese gong that's about 6-8 inches tall. But we acquired some babies this year, maybe 5 inches, 6 inches, and they were out in our pond. When we brought everything in for the winter, we put the smaller fish in here. This off-white one, or cream-colored one, is the biggest fish that's in this tank. It's probably 17, 18 inches, something like that. This fish that I have the camera on right now is one that we actually won in a drawing at a show in Indianapolis last summer. And it came from Japan, and it was shipped to us this summer. So this fish is directly from Japan. This is so-so quality fish. I personally probably wouldn't have bought this fish myself, but anyway, these little guys that are in here, let's see if I can use the telephoto. Oh, yeah, that works pretty good. Maybe I can get them a little closer. These little guys we bought this last summer at one of the shows. The vendors always have fish for sale at the shows. And we hope that a couple of them will at least grow into showfish. There's 3 of the 5 that are pretty nice fish. So anyway, there's some of our koi. Let me get around to our laundry. Didn't leave much laundry room after we taken them. But this is our big tank, and this is where we've got our big fish. These are all koi, of course. This tank is 1,000 gallons. And this guy right here, hi Bruiser. Oh, they will suck my fingers. They're just the most lovable fish you could ever have. Yep, they're kind of like the bulldog of the fish world. They are just as sweet as can be. This guy is about 28 inches long, which is a fairly good sized fish. They do get well into the 30-inch range, and I have seen pictures of fish that are 40 inches, but they're few and far between. But mid-30s is pretty common for this fish. These fish will outlive me. And these are all pretty nice fish here. Fish of this size start to get rather expensive when you go to buy one, if you want to get one. This little black guy came and bit my finger. Oh, a Bruiser wants to suck on my thumb. Yeah, I'm supposed to be feeding him right now, and that's what's keying on. I better get over here and give him some food. You can see the frenzy when I give him food. And of course, Bruiser's the first one here, and he prefers to be hand-fed. Oh, look at him come right up out of the water trying to get hand-fed. All right, pull my sleeve up here. Bruiser, where are you? Come on, baby. Get in the ring. The ring is just to keep the food somewhat contained. Oh, there we go. Oh, nummy. They eat like a bulldog. There you go. They get that first initial bite and then they go chew and then they come back and attack for some more. Here comes Bruiser coming back. Come on, baby. I think they see the camera and they are very shy when anything is out of place. There you go. We'll just let them eat. But this tank is 1,000 gallons. We built this ourselves. It's a wood and plywood tank, and it's got a rubber liner that goes inside of it. And this on top of it is the filter system for it. It has 3 chambers in it. And here's some of the plumbing over here in the corner. Pumps 4,200 gallons an hour. Part of it runs through this filter that's sitting down here. It looks like a swimming pool filter, and actually it is, but it's been modified to work in a pond rather than in a swimming pool. And then we get into more tanks over here. These are some young ranchu goldfish that we are raising. They're starting to get some size to them. These aren't extreme high quality fish. I don't know if we will show any of these. Who knows, we might just sell them all. And this is something we got into just a couple years ago that is just a lot of fun. These are called longfin albino bristlenose plecostomus. Plecos for short. And these little guys are so cute, and you can see there's a gazillion of them in here. We are raising them. It took us forever to get them to start breeding, and they have been breeding ever since. They just don't stop. These little plecos are hard to get. You pay quite a bit of money for them in a fish store, aquarium shop. The male tends to the eggs, and the male is in there with his back end sticking out. The female will get in there with him, lay her eggs, and then he tends to them. And he tends to the babies too. But these guys are just the cutest. Here's one that's, I get it, find it in the lens. There's a baby that's up here on the front glass, just kind of munching away on the algae that grows on the glass. Although, believe me, there isn't much algae in this tank with this many in here. I do need to set up another tank and take a bunch of them out. But we've got some... You wouldn't believe how much money is in this tank if you want to relate it to dollars and cents. One of these little guys, these real little ones here, this fish is total length, fins and all, only about an inch long. That little guy is about 20 bucks in the fish store. You can imagine what one of these big ones is worth. Like that guy back there. See that one back on the wall? And the longer the fins, the better on this particular variety. But anyway, that's our downstairs fish department. We've got a couple more tanks upstairs. 4 tanks upstairs, and 3 of them are active right now. Let me run up and show you those. Excuse the mess. Here's a Christmas tree. It looks like it's out of focus. I wonder if the lens just takes a minute to adjust to the new light or what. Here's a few more of our fish. We're getting into pretty high quality showfish here now. This particular fish was a grand champion at a show in Indianapolis last year. That is a Ryukyu fancy goldfish. And he's a beauty. And another one we didn't show last year. We will show it again this year. I think he's going to give this other one a run for his money. Actually, I like this multicolored one a little bit better as far as minute details. But then we got some small ones in here that hopefully will show well in the smaller class. If their body is under 3 inches, that can be shown in a junior class, so to speak. So they aren't competing with these big guys. And here is pearl scale goldfish. And you can see its fins look like pearls, and it is huge as far as big around. That one's about the size of a softball. There's a couple small ones over here. We have one other area that we have tanks in. We got one tank in here that is not active right now. And here we are on YouTube. Oh, here's somebody that's... Hey, where are you going? Yeah, she'll go back to her bed. Well, what are you woofing about? Oh, she sees the camera, and she doesn't know what it is, so she barks at it. That's her bark. But anyway, these are all Ranchu goldfish. This was a reserve grand champion at a show last year, or a couple of shows. And this one competed against it, but for some reason the judges didn't like it as much as this one. Gracie, what are you doing? Fuss budget over there. And a couple little guys that were growing up. That orange one with the white spot on its head behind the log there. He's sick right now. He's got a little spot on his side that we're treating. But anyway, that is our goldfish collection. And this is our bulldog collection. Princess Gracie. You're such a work. Come on over here. Get up here. Get up here. It's only the camera. You don't have to... See? Okay. Okay, well there you have it. There's our pet project goldfish. And I hope you enjoy the little show.